everybody. Welcome to Reality Tea Times 2, where we are going to only be talking very quickly about Below Deck. The last episode of Below Deck. So bear with me because I was falling asleep during this episode. I had a long fucking day yesterday while watching the episode, but we're going to do quick little thoughts on Below Deck. So, like I said, we have our new chef. I don't remember his name. We're going to call him Australian. I don't remember Anthony's name until like 3 weeks before he was leaving. Oops. But anyways, we have Australian here, and he's our new chef. And so here's my thing. The biggest thing here is that Fraser seems to have an issue with his garnishing abilities and says, like, where's the prettiness? Where's the oil being dripped around the plate? Or the berries on the plate? Because it was for breakfast. And he says, like, how do I say garnish your fucking plates without acting like an asshole, you know? And Paris is like, well, do you want me to say something to him? And he's like, sure, how about it? Because it seems like a really great fucking idea to allow your stew to do it instead of you when you are cheap stew. Sounds about fucking right. But anyways, so she does go to him and she's like, are you gonna garnish the plate? And he's like, maybe add some oil or something. And Ozzy is like, no, they don't want oil. So we're just gonna leave it like that. Now there's a nice little pretty parsley on top of it, but yeah, he says no to anything else. Now here's what I'm gonna say. I feel like for breakfast, let's just keep it simple, stupid. You know, it's not dinner. I feel like dinner is where you go all out with the garnishing and all of that. But he says no. So yeah. But then we do head to dinner, and it's. What's the theme again? New Year's Eve? For fuck's sakes. First we have Christmas, then we have New Year's Eve. What the flying fuck? What the flying fuck for real? Anyways. So, but yeah, he doesn't do as much garnishing here either. Maybe he's not into the foo-foo stuff, Maybe he's just not into that. But, he has been doing this game for a really long time. So maybe like what is important now isn't so important then. But I think the biggest thing here, I don't know if we're just targeting him here. It'll be interesting to see on the next charter because it does look like the garnishing thing isn't quite over yet. But I think that the biggest thing I think for Fraser was because these are people who are big on the Instagram. They want to have Instagram worthy pictures and all of this shit. They weren't complaining. They were really fucking happy with what they were getting. So why do we have to poke the fucking bear? Ozzy being the bear. Why do we need to do that? And what I found was kind of disrespectful here too with Paris is kind of like, but you should be garnishing. You should be doing those things. Like you should be doing that because that's like your fucking job. Basically is what you're saying to him. Like you should be doing this. It's what chefs fucking do. Because I've watched like Kitchen Nightmares and well, not Kitchen Nightmares. That's a bad example. Back up. I've been watching like Hell's Kitchen, Top Chef, all these different things. And that's what the fuck they do. So like, why aren't you doing it? Man, sit the fuck down. But I also didn't like his approach either. Where he's like, go clean a fucking toilet and leave me the fuck alone. Jesus Christ. Now, for some reason, this doesn't bother me like that guy on the first season of Below Deck Down Under. Remember that fucking guy? Oh, he was an asshole. And he would say that to Aisha. Like, and I'm like, you are a fucking dick. You know what I mean? But it didn't feel dickish like that. It just felt like you're coming after me and my job because I know what the fuck I'm doing. I've been doing this for 20 fucking years and you're coming at me and talking about my fucking job. Yeah, how about you worry about your job and stop worrying about mine? Now, she crosses a line here. She does cross a line. Yes, Fraser opened up that dialogue and that's on him. But she doesn't stop. She keeps fucking going. And it's like, ma'am, who are you? Really and truly, who are you? Don't poke the bear. Leave it alone. So to kind of just end this portion off a bit, it is then addressed with Captain Carey between Fraser and him about this. And I think Captain Carey just kind of takes the approach of, how about you fucking learn to work with each other and stop fucking complaining to me about everybody you fucking work with. This is the thing, Fraser, you are complaining about every fucking person you work with. You complain about Anthony and his disorganization. You complain about Barbie and her bitchiness. Now you're complaining about Ozzy and him not garnishing his fucking plates. Are you fucking kidding me? And I think Captain Carey actually says this. He says, I feel like you tried harder to work with Anthony than you are trying to work with Ozzy. How about we give that a fucking try? And give this guy a fucking chance. It was his first charter. Like, what the fuck? Fraser, I love you. I love you to death. You're probably one of my favorite people. Stop it. Because you're pissing me off. Anyways. Let's shift gears for a minute, just for a second, before we end it off on the fun aspect. And let's talk about Barbie. Yeah, Barbie. Sorry. I literally just finished talking about Milbander for doing this. And we have 2 Barbies, so it gets very confusing for me. So yeah, we're gonna talk about Barbie and Kyle. Kyle, right? That's his name? Is that his name? Okay, right. Anyway, Kyle. They do seem to resolve their issue. She does seem to talk to her sister, and her sister's like, well, you made that fucking decision, and you should have thought about that. But I think she takes from that conversation of, yes, I respect my father, and I respect, she does say, being Argentinian, you're very conservative, you're very reserved, you don't put everything out there and whatever. But at the same time, she's like, yes, I might be Argentinian, but I am also me. So I should be able to be me and not feel ashamed of being me. She's like, I'm not doing anything wrong. She's like, she's dicking down the whole fucking place. Or she's not fucking Ben, She's building an actual relationship with this guy, and he seems to really care about her. And she doesn't really care about him. Usually I'm not about the boatmances, but I'm actually really about this boatman, so I'll be really sad if they don't work out. But anyways, but yeah, like, let her live her life. Like, she's not doing anything wrong. And she shouldn't have to be made to feel like she is. And I think Kyle was a little bit frustrated with the whole thing, but I think deep down he gets it and he gets her. And I think, he's going to respect that. But they seem to be doing just fine. Just fine. Now let's shift gears again to Fraser and the little crush that he's developed with one of the charter guests. Now, I can't remember his name. Was it Steven? It was Steven. But has a little crush with Steven. We're going to call him Steven for the rest of this episode because I can't remember his name. But I think it's Steven. I feel confident with that. But anyways, he's building his little crush with Steven. He really seems to like Steven. Steven seems to really like Fraser. And, Fraser, he hasn't been in a relationship for like 5 years, which we do know. We heard that before when we first met him. Even then he wasn't in a relationship. And hadn't been in one in a while. So yeah, he's like, it's been a minute, since I've been, interested in pursuing something. So he seems to really be smitten. And when they do like this New Year's Eve theme thing, they do the stroke of midnight, which, yes, Fraser, it's stroke of midnight. They do the stroke of midnight, and they share a little peck, a little innocent peck, for which he did get permission from Captain Carey to do before he did it. So that's good. He's not getting fired. So yeah, he's like that. But apparently after, they were texting with each other back and forth while they were still on the boat. And he's like, I kind of want to come to your room. And Fraser's like, sir, that would be a fireable offense. Ooh, 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 okay. Anyway, so they leave the boat. And when they're going out having fun, Fraser does text with Steven saying, here's where I'm at. There's their last night there. So they're going to go to the club and have some fun together. And y'all, fuck the kiss that was on the boat. this kiss, god damn, Fraser. I love it. Like, I've never seen Fraser be like this just loose, you know? Besides Dylan. He did kiss Dylan. That was pretty hot too. But he did kiss Dylan. But yeah, he's like kissing Steven. And they're just, it's just, I love it. I love it. I love her Fraser. So yeah, they're, you know, he's really feeling it. You never know. You never know. So yeah, and I think Steven even said at one point, he's like, I would never leave you or something around those lines. And I'm like, ooh, okay. Anyways. But let's shift gears again. And this is the last thing I'm going to say is with us out, we have the situation with Ben and Sunny. I'm fucking over this shit because okay, if you remember from last week, he calls fucking Camille, right? And Camille literally has this look on her face like, why the fuck are you calling me? Like, why are you fucking calling me? I have nothing to fucking say to you. Like, she apparently cheated on him. Why the fuck would you call her? Oh, anyway. And yeah, so that completely backfired on him. So because it literally backfired on him, as I predicted, he was gonna fucking just, oops, I made a mistake. Can I go back? That's literally what he does. He literally says, so want to sleep together tonight? And you're literally like, oh, please, Sonny, please have some self-respect and say, fuck you. Because I was literally just crying over you a day ago when you did this. And I haven't said a fucking word to you for the entire fucking charter. And I don't want to do this. No, instead, though, what she does end up doing is saying, okay. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm sorry, is Ben's dick huge? So I'm just really confused because I think, was it Sunny? I think it was Sunny that said, like, we're not getting married or anything like that. Like, we're not in a relationship, like, whatever. And I was like, the fact that this guy had to leave it fucking open-ended to you so he can go call his ex-girlfriend, who even was like, why the fuck? Like, if Camille gave him a bone, he would have taken it. And he would not be trying to fuck you right now. I'm just so fucking blown away. Now, in Sunny's defense, she doesn't know any of this. Maybe she does now. However, you don't need to know any of this. You should know enough to know that this man is a fucking fickle as fuck, and he doesn't give a fuck about you. He only cares about you when he wants to get his dick wet. Like, I'm so fucking confused by her. I'm so confused by her. Like, fuck Ben. I'm over Ben. I never want to see Ben again. Personally, can we just never have him back on any of these shows again? It'd be perfect. However, Sunny's also pissing me off because she fucking knows he ain't shit. Deep down, she knows this man ain't shit. He's told you so many times he ain't shit. But yet, she keeps going back and saying, but that dick is shit. So I'm just so confused. Guess what? PSA to all my ladies out there who needs to hear this. If a man ain't shit outside the bedroom, he ain't shit in the bedroom. That's all I gotta say. I know that's not true. Sometimes they are. But at some point, you have to say enough is enough for your mental sanity. Because eventually, you will go insane. Take it from me. I know. I've been there and I've done that. I know. I just wish best. I want more for her because she deserves more than this fucking guy who wants to backslide to his ex-girlfriend who apparently cheated on him, who apparently is on another show right now that I will talk about soon. I have the notes on that on the last episode, guys. Don't you worry. We're not done talking about Camille. So, but that is it for this episode of Below Deck. Again, we're not doing the usual outro, but you can find us on any of your favorite podcast apps and YouTube as well. Reality Tea Times 2, and you can connect with us on Facebook or Instagram at reality tea times 2, or Twitter and TikTok at reality tea times 2 pod. And you can email me at realitytea times 2 at hotmail.com if you want to connect. But right now, as I speak, last time I checked anyways, I am over 5,000 downloads in total. And guys, thank you so much. It's incredible that people want to listen to me. It's crazy. And I do have new things coming, figuring that all out, and I'm really excited for what's to come in the future. And yeah, but my plan is for sometime this month, I do give you not a full bonus, but I do usually give you a snippet. I will be giving you a snippet of an episode coming out shortly on Next Take Podcast. That's a very fun, it's paranormal base. Had a lot of fun. It was just me with the guests. Mikhail didn't want to be on it, and he missed out. It was a great episode. But it's a quick little snippet. It was a lot of fun. And I will be giving you a snippet of that and the link to the episode, of course, too. But you should be expecting that towards the end of May, because that episode doesn't release on Next Take until around the 20th. So you'll be getting it the little snippet towards the end of the month. But yeah, I will have that out to you. You can expect that. But yeah, that is basically it for this episode of Below Deck. So that is it, guys. Thanks. Bye.